S.T.A.L.K.E.R. Clear Sky is a game full of mysteries, secrets and hidden objects for the player to discover. Hello stalkers and welcome to the Anomalous Dugout, in the part 4 of our showcase of the secrets of the game. It's time to take a look at Yantar, the Red Forest, and the army warehouses. Right after the transition from the agroprom we have this crate near the tree, and then inside the scientific camp we have the usual box with the loot, as well as one crate here and another crate on the other side of the camp, right there. Then there is the actual lake, in which there are these chemical anomalies and usually a very good artifact. Moving on to here we have this small metal box near the pipe. And then on the embankment we have this crate near the power line tower. And another one here near the wall. And we have this anomaly, in which you will usually find a fire artifact. Then moving back here near the middle of the map we have those small boxes in here. And under the truck near the science camp we also have a small box. Then in here near the transition we have those boxes, and as well as inside the tunnel in the middle of the map. And inside also this small tunnel in the northern part of the map, as well as this crate. And then we go inside the factory where we have first anomaly with an artifact, and then other electrical anomalies with yet another artifact, as well as this box. And we also have a wooden box in this corner, and one inside this trailer. Next up we go in here, we have this small box hidden here, and a wooden box down there. And there should be also some things in the corner, in the corner of this room. And inside this small room as well. Now for this next part I strongly suggest that you use Psi artifacts, because we're going inside the Psi zone in here. There are crates in basically every room of this building, but you can actually go downstairs where there is supposed to be the lab X16, and you can see that the entrance of the lab is not there, but we have these crates. Then getting back to the rooms upstairs we have this crate and also one here, and on the roof of the building we also have this small box and one at the very top of the building. Now we get to the Red Forest and we have these boxes at the bus stop, and then down the road you will be attacked by stalkers hired by S.T.A.L.K.E.R to stop you. So you are gonna have to deal with them, and at the end the last survivor will surrender. And if you talk to him you will be able to find the coordinates of this stash, and you really want to get this stash because it contains nice things, especially a bubble artifact. Then we can actually loot this house near the bridge, which has this crate as well as medkits in here. And now we go into the forest. We have a first artifact near the electro anomalies, and then another artifact near these gravitational anomalies, and a third gravitational one actually. Moving on to this camp, you are supposed to escort some stalkers, and if you do it they will reward you with a gravi, so that's pretty nice. And then we have this symbiont anomaly, which is really hard to deal with. It usually contains two artifacts, but sometimes they can get stuck inside the cracks or inside the central hole in the anomaly. So in that case what you want to do is try to trigger the central anomaly so that the artifact can be ejected from it. As you can see, the artifact is ejected, and now you can try to find it and pick it up. There we go. Then we are going to this tank, and inside the hatch you will be able to find 2000 machine gun rounds. These are supposed to be used with the tank machine gun. And to the north of this place we have the corpse of Valerian, which is not the real corpse, because the real Father Valerian is actually still alive in the cordon. But we have many corpses of stalkers around this area for some reason. And yeah, there should be also a huge anomaly here with yet another artifact. So a lot of artifacts in the Red Forest. Then you arrive near Forester's house and you have this box with duty things, as well as other electrical anomalies with an artifact here. And inside the building you can pick up one crate here on the top of the elevator. And then inside the room where Forester is, there are these boxes that you can break by rushing at them. And outside the building there are also some crates behind, inside these containers. And there should be also one atop of this container. There are some behind the buildings. And then we are going to climb onto the tower, and there are a lot of crates in here. So don't forget to break those. And after this we are going to try to go to the next building using the cable. So here you want to be really careful and take it slow. And once you're close enough you can jump onto the roof. And there are 3 crates here, but unfortunately for me they didn't contain anything. There is also a box, but it's empty as well. We have one down the pipe here, and also some at the duty checkpoint near the transition to the army warehouses. When we come back to the Red Forest, we go inside this mine to pick up the compass artifact for Forester. And there are other crates in here, so be sure to check all the areas inside this mine. So nothing in here, but there should be crates on the shelves, and even a box with the stuff of the renegade in here, and also crates on the back of these tunnels. And then we have this underground area with some corpses, and once you fall down you can get back by breaking these boxes. There are also chemical anomalies which contain usually a very good artifact. And there is this area with a lot of anomaly, which is extremely dangerous, but it contains a pretty nice weapon, so you want to try to get through here. And in the corner of the room here there will be a bulldog grenade launcher, as well as some ammo for it inside the cabinet over there, so you can break the lock using your knife, for example, and you will find some ammo for the bulldog inside. And then you need to get out, so once again use your bolt. Now let's go to the army warehouses. So at the freedom checkpoint we have these crates all around, so make sure you pick up those. There should be also the usual box with loot. And nearby on the northern part we have these anomalies, inside of which you will find an artifact. And be careful, because these anomalies are quite dangerous, and there is also a psi field on top, so it's quite tricky to navigate.
I'm all ears.
Inside this stalker camp you will find a lot of food that you can basically steal for free, as well as some crates inside the barn and the house. and yet another box with random loot. Then we have these crates in the middle of the map, and then near this chopper there should be an artifact here. And now we go to the barrier, which has some loot scattered around in crates. And there should also be some loot in here at the camp on the top of the hill. And inside this cabin as well. Then we have this swamp with the wooden house in the middle. So we have this crate as well as a dead body here. And somewhere inside the swamp there should be a good chemical artifact. Then we have this bus in the middle of the road, which contains this box. And other boxes are in the middle of the map in this camp, which is usually occupied by duty, but it will depend. And then we have these farms that have some boxes inside the barns, as well as the nearby houses. We'll go in a minute. And here, be sure to dodge the horizontal burner and pick up those cans, as well as this box there. Then we have boxes here and here as well. And there should be also some loot inside this wooden house here. So on the top of the shelves, try to pick them up. And also the usual box with random loot. Then we have this anomalous field nearby, which should contain an artifact as well as this box here inside the radiation. And we have a burner field with another artifact here near the transition, as well as some other boxes here near this camp. Then we have another camp on the hill which has a box as well as the usual container. Moving on to the Bloodsucker village, we have this box at the top of the water tower, and then inside the various houses you will find some things. So inside this first house we have these crates. Then let's go to the next house, and in here there should be the corpse of Freedom Guy with an interesting gun. And there is also these crates inside the barn here, so be sure to check them out. Then there is this house which has fire all around, but a small box in here. Not really worth it to pick it up, but still something you can do. And another house here with a box in the corner. And this one has a basement which is radioactive but contains a box. And then we have the box inside the mercenary camp with the loot. Finally, let's go to the military base itself. We have a lot of corpses of military soldiers, as well as this box at the entrance. Then on the bridge, other corpses of soldiers. And if you accept to storm the base with freedom, you will have the coordinates of this stash near the tank, which contains an RPG, which already has a rocket inside of it. And then on top of the towers, you usually have a corpse, as well as a small metal box. Inside this broken building, we have 2 wooden crates in here. And then let's go inside the main building. We have the armory, which has ammo, AKs and obocans, as well as some medkits. So pick that up. And then upstairs you will have a crate in the stairs, as well as a box on the shelves here. And in the other rooms there will be some energy drinks that you can pick up here and there. Then there is this trailer with a box on top of it. And between these two buildings there are some moving electro anomalies, and in the middle some boxes, so if you want to pick them up you have to be patient and wait for the anomaly to get removed. Don't overstay, do not get electrocuted. And there you go, you can pick up the crates. Then there is another tower with another corpse and box. And then we go inside these buildings. This one has some crates, as well as I think a fire anomaly in the middle, maybe? Not sure, but be careful around here. And we have this crate here. And inside the other building we have yet another moving electro. And if you bypass them you will be able to find this small box. Then there is one building left to check out. You can actually jump on the roof by jumping on those crates and get this small loot. And inside the building there will be other crates. One on the shelves here. And be sure to check everything. There should be one in the back there. And we have yet another tower, so same as usual. A small box as well as a corpse. And finally the main box in the yard with the loot of the soldiers. So that's it for this episode. Make me know in the comments if I missed anything. Next time it will be the last part, with Limansk, the hospital and the CNPP. Thank you for watching, stalkers, and goodbye.